Hey guys and girls, and welcome back to another episode of the Games Tester. My name is Maurice. Today we're getting a look at Atelier, Ryza number 2 on Nintendo Switch 2. So it got a brand new DX remaster for the Nintendo Switch 2. Also, it's available on Nintendo Switch 1. This remaster-ish thing. It's more like a complete compilation of all the DLCs and everything that came out for Atelier Ryza 2, all put together in one set. And yeah, it's a trilogy set that they brought out right now. But let's get into it. The game itself, 18.3 GB. There will probably be a physical version of this game. I do think it's going to be a key card or game key card for this one, because it has all three of the games on there, like Atelier Ryza 1, 2 and 3, so you still need to download them to your internal SD or system memory. The games are available for $39.99 each. That's included all the DLCs, and you can also buy like a trilogy set, and that one's like $90. So you get like a total of like $30 off if you buy all three of the games at the same time. Let's go start it up. You guys, if you like this kind of content, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It means a lot for me. You're really helping out the channel. You can also hit the bell icon. I upload almost on a daily basis. New games, old games, updates on games. Sometimes even a little bit of hardware here and there. Big shout out, by the way, to the people at Gust and, of course, Kui Tecmo for sending me early access to these games. I'm still pretty new to the Atelier series. I think I started last year or the year before, I think, with these Atelier games, and yeah, they are really growing on to me. You know, it was always like a little bit of a niche, especially here in the Western world, Europe and Americas, and yeah, I think they are getting more and more and more and more popular. You know, this game series is already running since, what, PlayStation 2 era. And they have like a billion games in this series already. I think only the Atelier series has like 4 or 5 different trilogies. Yes, you heard that correctly, trilogies. Also, a thing that I got from a lot of people from, like, Maurice, where do I start if I want to start with the Atelier series? I think Ryza is one of the perfect games to get into the series. I also asked a couple of friends of mine who are really into the Atelier games, and they also said to me, Maurice, you know, if people want to get into this series of games, get Ryza. You know, Ryza is the perfect game to get into the series. It's nice, it's colorful, it has a fun little story. You know, it's a light JRPG. You know, it's not that hard. Sometimes a little bit PG-13 humor, but yeah, you know, it's not that bad. And it looks great, by the way. You know, it runs at 1080p, 30 FPS. I am a little bit disappointed by that fact. You know, I did a frame rate test for you guys, like you can see right here. I was hoping for a 60 FPS version of these games, you know. It came out on, what, PlayStation 4 back in the day. Atelier Ryza 1, 2, and 3. And, you know, I think that the Switch 2 is more than capable enough to run a game like this at 60 FPS. It's not like it's having ultra mega over the top insane graphics or something like that. So yeah, you know, if it can run something like Cyberpunk perfectly fine at 30 FPS, this game should be running perfectly fine at 60 FPS, but that's my opinion. Also, the resolution sometimes looks a little bit on the low end, more in the range of like 900p that's being upscaled to 1080p. And it's using FSR instead of DLSS. Overall, you know, as a remaster for a new gen console, it's really bare bones. You know, it doesn't really feel like I'm playing a ultra mega over the top brand new version of this game. You know, this game will probably look almost as good as it does on the Nintendo Switch 1. It's not bad, but I do think it could be better. That said, you know, that the negativity, all that negativity gone, these games are really fun. Like super fun. And look at this is gorgeous, you know, play this on the big screen, sit down, take yourself some a nice cup of coffee or tea, and just enjoy these stories. You know, it's not that deep. It's not as deep as something like Final Fantasy. It's still like turn-based, and you know, it's a lot of fun. And I would start with the first one, but if you enjoyed the first one, hey. And yes, it does add some new things in part 2. You know, it's more like blocking. Blocking is one of the things you can now do. Only thing maybe in the future, and I hope Koei Tecmo is going to invest a little bit more into these games, because I do think that they deserve a little bit more. I do hope they will add a English dub for these games. You know, right now you can only play them in Japanese. And for me, that's not a problem. A lot of RPGs and JRPGs that I play are standard in Japanese, even if they have an English dub. But I do think a lot of people, and to really reach the masses with this game, that they should dub it into English. It wouldn't be that bad. Let's skip. Oh, here. Yes. Let's do some skipping. You know what? This looks already 10 times better than the new Pokemon game. Like, it's not even funny at how much better this looks. Where do I need to go? Oh, there. Okay. So much more detail and stuff. And this city actually feels alive. Academy District. I want to fight something. Give me something to fight. I think I'm right now literally in a area where there's not a lot of fighting. Added to the story. You know, overall, it's not really a fighting game. You know, it's more like enjoying the story. All these games take around, like, if you just play the story and not go on, because you can really go on adventure, it will take you upwards to like 20-25 hours or something, and that's pretty standard for a game like this. Overall, yeah, really nice looking games. Go check them out if you haven't already. Thank you for watching, hope you had fun. Hope to see you guys soon in another